Hey guys, we're going to be live here in just a few seconds. I just wanted to give a little countdown to give it time to get set up and get the stream going as it needs to be going. So we'll jump live here in just a second, but it's just good for me to be able to get some of the stuff worked out and the kinks, and let you know with the countdown when it's going to start. So it just kind of helps everything run a little bit more smoothly. All right, guys, so we are live now. I've got my mud truck here. We're going to be working on it. Got the camera set up so we'll be able to take a quick peek at all the things that are being done. As you can see, I've started working on masking it off, but I thought, you know what, we'll just go live and talk about it. I've been filming it. I've got my camera set up actually right next to this camera to film as we're doing this so that I can use it in the final video. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to go live with you guys and chat. I'm going to be working on it for a little while, and so, you know, it just makes it a little bit more fun to work while you've got people hanging out and just chatting away. So I'm trying to pull up the live stream here, as always at the beginning of these, trying to get everything set up so that it's all working. Takes a little bit of time, and I'm not getting the alerts for the video being live yet so that I can pick it up and follow the stream. So I don't know why it takes on my side a little while to get it, but it does. So I can show you real quickly, though, while that's happening, what I'm looking for and what I want to do with this truck. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so it's a 1980 Chevy pickup truck, and I've been looking around at what I wanted to do with it, and I've got a few ideas here that I typically like black, red, white. I like, like a bright green as well. So I thought maybe I'll just hit up the images here on Google and see what people have. And this one stuck out to me right here. And there are multiple views of this same truck. And I just love the trim molding that goes around this, the bright silver up front. And so that's what we're going to be looking at with this truck and what I'm going to be prepping it for with the paint job. So I'm already going through and masking off. So I can actually do the paint up in the black here. The grill here will have black in the recessed parts and be silver all up and around the front. And then I'll be going and doing the trim molding, which you can see they've got like a line that goes across and down. But we're going to also bring it back, and then we'll do it around the top and bottom of this, and this will probably be more of a matte gray on the back end, and then it came with the stickers to be able to put on for the brake lights and things like that. So let me come back here and see if we've got the live backup. So just give me 1 second here and I'll see if I can't find the YouTube live stream, if we're even live. You never know these days. It is not. My computer is just struggling. It's getting old. I think instead of a next RC car, I'm going to have to get a new computer, which is a bummer. Okay, here. Live, 11 people watching. Hopefully not in the U.S. because you should be at work if you're in the U.S. I'm drinking my Blue Monster. This stuff's so good. I can't drink them very often, but every once in a while, it's a nice jolt, and I need it this morning. So there's people. Marcus, James Price is in here. Kyle, how's it going, man? Michael Montgomery. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so now I've got this going on. I'm going to just keep working, showing you kind of my total sketch job that I'm doing as I'm building this out. I don't have the right tapes that I need, just like a lot of people don't, in order to be able to do that front grille. And so what I've done is, made my own with this painter's tape. I kind of measured the front grille for the size or the length of it, and then I've just kind of laid it out here on this table. And I've just literally been eyeballing the straight lines here and using the box to make my straight lines for the pieces that I need. So it's nothing professional for sure. In fact, this one I messed up the cut when I was doing it. So we'll just go ahead and tear a piece off. So we still, looks like we're still long enough though, but I probably won't use it for that piece. I will probably use a different one. It's nice to have a little table as well that I can actually just cut right on here. I've just kind of put this on my tabletop. What this is I guess it'd probably be used in bathrooms. It's just like a wall that you buy at Home Depot. Big plastic piece, and I just like liquid nails it down to a table that I had because I want it to be white instead of gray, and the folding table was gray that I picked up at well, wherever I picked it up, Home Depot or Walmart. So I just kind of did my own thing and found a way to make it white, which it's not white anymore, but I want it to be washable as well. And so being this plastic that's used in restrooms like that seemed like the perfect thing. The RC Hunter says he's running a giveaway. That's cool, man. I don't think any of those pieces that I just cut are good. So because the one before it was bad, it also made this one bad. So I'll do one more cut here. What kind of giveaway are you doing, RC Hunter? Jamin is asking, wait, what body is this and what truck is it going on? Those are good questions. Yeah, hold on one second. I will show you. I'm over here, but I'm coming back. So, this is the 1980 Chevy pickup by Proline, and it has been cut. I cut out the bed of it, but I left the rear window here. It slides right in between these two metal pieces, and it's going to sit right onto my mud truck, like so. Actually, I got to pull these pieces out on the sides. There we go. Sit down nice and tight. So it's going to be black with silver in the front for the front bumper, silver grille, silver around the light buckets, and it's going to have a silver trim molding that goes around. Yeah, but this is what is going on. Basically, this chassis was custom made for this body, and it's going to look sick. So that answers that. Now I will move it back out of the way. So I don't have any of the pinstriping tape or anything like that that they sell, and so like I said, I'm just making my own that I'm cutting, and just applying inside the body here. And those pieces that I just kind of tossed to the side are still going to be useful because I need the vertical stripes and I need the sides as well. So I should be good. Now that I got up, I got confused on what I was doing and what pieces I was using. It's got to be somebody to blame. So here's the piece I was working. Now we're talking. Alright, go lay this in and down. And then as I'm going along, I'm just using the lines inside the body and lightly scoring the tape to be able to pull it off like so. Taking the extra pieces and using them to run vertically in here. So I get a couple pieces out of that one slice that I did, which is nice. I didn't have my hat on before. It's making it hard to get my head inside the body and look close. Turn my hat around. All right, so you can see up inside here now, I've got to cut off that little excess piece. They're not perfect. You know, in the end, I can always go and put the stickers on if I don't like what I end up doing with it. So I'm really not out in any way in doing this. So yeah, regardless, I'm probably going to have to cut out the gold little Chevy symbol. I guess I could actually do it. I don't have gold paint, and it's not worth buying for that little bit. So I could even paint it from the outside using a paint marker if I really want. So I'm going to go in here now. I've got to cut on this edge here around the corner. Just kind of score it off. And then the same on the bottom here. Oop. Moved. It's not good. So does anybody else do a lot with the... I'm not really a painter. My dad was always my painter. He had an airbrush. He would do our BMX helmets and that. He never really painted me a RC body though. I didn't get into RC when he still was doing the airbrushing, but he used to paint and airbrush our helmets and bikes and, you know, shirts, whatever we wanted. I mean, it was the 80s, so he'd airbrush shirts back then. And that was a cool thing to do. But maybe that'll make a comeback. I saw it in the malls a couple years ago and had to chuckle in remembering wearing those shirts. Somebody says, do I have the eRevo VXL? Let's see. Okay, I'm missing quite a few comments that came in. Let's stop for a second. Do I have the eRevo VXL? Gura asks. I do not have the eRevo VXL. I have an eRevo, and I put in my own motor system. It's a hacker system. I just got it as a roller. Jamin's just saying thanks. Yes, the roll cage does give an instant roll bar, which is awesome. Michael Montgomery asks what engine I'm going to be putting in this. The Mud Truck? Do you mean the scale engine that's just in there? That just came with it. It was 3D printed by Southern Builds. But what motor I'll be putting in, I'm going to be putting in a VXL motor that I'm actually picking up today. It's used. It's a used system. I think it's a 3500 kV. And so I'm getting that used to put in it. Trying to keep the cost down on it. I don't have a lot of money to spend on this stuff right now. So wherever I can cut costs, I'm trying to do that. So I also have other motors from a lot of the cars that I've reviewed that I could just stick in if I wanted to just get rid of one of those cars and start parting it out. That's a possibility as well. So I've got options, but I'm really thinking that VXL because I want it to be waterproof. I think it came out of probably a Slash, is my guess, but I don't know. Jamin RC says cut it all out and put a screen in there. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with to answer the question about the motor. But I may always change my mind if it's not enough power for the mud. Then we'll have to rethink our plans. Plans change. All right, let's see. Let's round that out there. It's going in here all right. A little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to take way longer than this, but who knows? Maybe it'll turn out terribly, and I should have put more time in. But so far, it seems to be doing what I need it to do. I don't have silver tape, or paint, so I do end up having to go up to Hobbytown, which is not a bummer. I love going up there. I did just get in some new stuff. I don't know where it is. It's not here. But Yeah, I did just get the 17mm hexes for the E-Revo, so I can put those Badlands on. So I'm looking forward to that. Totally missed on that one line. I'm gonna have to re-put that one on. The outer edge is way too far away, so those squares are not the same size as the rest. Looks awful. Looks terrible. Again, this is just an attempt at doing this, and if I can get away with not using the sticker. I don't mind the stickers, but if it's a mud truck and I'm in the water, I have a feeling I'm going to be losing the color on the stickers very quickly, and so I was trying to avoid that. But yeah, these rectangles aren't turning out to be very similar in size. I think it'll look all right when it's just running and bashing around. Again, it's not Hemi-Storm quality, that's for sure. But that's what's cool, is that everybody's got the things that they're really good at in the hobby. Some people, like Hemi-Storm, have lots of things that they're good at. James Price saying, I have a Castle Sidewinder 3 you'd sell cheap. What size is it? Is it a 10th scale? I've already paid for the Traxxas. And everybody, I mean, everybody has their opinions about the VXL series. I mean, I've seen some of those slashes running with those, and they're just really fast. I like that they're waterproof. So that's kind of one of the contributing factors to that choice. And yeah, they just do really well in bashers. And this is what this is going to be. All right, John, my man, thanks for tuning in for a little bit. Aaron Peter says, raining here today. What y'all getting? It's dry here. Michael Montgomery, do I waterproof all my builds? I try to waterproof most things because I can't help but find water, even when I'm not meaning to. I just happen to find it. So I've actually got to waterproof the SCX10 receiver, or the box that it's going to go in. That's the thing I don't know yet about this truck, is where I'm going to put the electronics with this cage that I'm dealing with for it. So I might have to build some platforms in there to be able to put electronics on, and then maybe find a way to make a waterproof tray or container to put my receiver box in. If not, I'll have to take it apart, and I do conformal coat them. Is usually what I'll do for something like a receiver. I have in the past done the liquid tape, or the liquid electrical tape on them, and just coated the whole thing, but that's just not as clean a job. And then you have to have extra leads to come out of the receiver, and so I just prefer to conformal coat it. But I try and get parts that are going to be waterproof if I can. Yep. Hope that answers the question. All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to black out this Chevy logo in here, and then we'll just sticker in the logo, or I'll probably paint it from the outside is what I'll do. I'll get a little paint marker. It's not great. It's not great, but it'll have to do. I think when I go to Hobbytown, I probably will buy some thin pinstriping that I can use for the trim mold around the sides. But yeah, because I'm thinking also I might do it up and around the door a little bit here, because I've seen that on the trucks as well. They've got some chrome, so that might look kind of cool. Just trying to make it look all right. If I can get it mainly black, then, you know, I've done my job. Because, yeah, I mean, most of this is all going to be chromed in. I'm just going to do it all chrome and put the stickers over it for the headlights. So I guess I should have just done that with stickers. But I definitely want it chrome backed, because the stickers on that truck, let's go back to it here real quick. The lights just look silver, so let's see. Yeah, so the light bucket, everything pretty much looks silvered out on it. So if I get some wear through, I'd rather that be silver, and then I can just kind of paint marker in some little lines to make it look like light buckets if I have to in the end. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. But that's what we're going for. You can see up in here that little bit of molding that goes up and around. That's what I may try and get in there. So we'll see. Can't get it all. I mean, it is, you know, it is just a toy little truck. So if I can get it somewhat scale and looking good, I'll be happy. I don't need it to be absolute perfection. So James Price, so it's a E-Revo battery or system. Is that the 8th scale? Then motor system. I was looking for the window. That's something I can do here. In the meantime, go used if that's your budget. Definitely the budget right now. All right. Oh, come on. Immediately dropped the sticker and picked up some dirt. I hate putting these in. Not gonna lie. I can use something to hold this down in place. There we go. That'll help us out a little bit. Some people are so patient with their painting and all that. I wish I was more patient with this stuff. But I prefer to be out running more than I do any of the other work on trucks or any of that. Some people love the process of building, and I respect them for that, though I don't share in that same love that they have for it. The RC owner said his Jeep build took him 9 weeks. Wow. See, that's the stuff. Curry Hobby RC says for the bow tie, get the gold paint pen. That's what I'll do. I might even try it from the inside. I'll do it before I put the black paint in, since I'm going to be out anyway. I'll see if I can't just get the gold paint pen and put that in first. Might even be what I do for some of the I might get the silver one and do some of the trim work with that as well. They're really fine tipped. I wouldn't do it for the main bulk of the trim mold though, because I wouldn't have a steady enough hand to do it for everything wrapping around the truck, but maybe around the windows. Somebody had said something here. I missed some comments here. Craig McCullen says, I like using the one-time use stencils on eBay. That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to look into that. Gerardo Ramirez says, hi Tony, you need to get a Creighton or Phase-In in your lineup. What do you think about Arma RC? I really like what I see from Arma, and I think the Creighton is my #1 want to have RC. I've had other things come up that have steered me and my money away from it, unfortunately. When I had the money to finally buy the Creighton, I'd been saving up. I first got the X-Max, and then I got the Losi DBXL-E because it would just look so awesome on the shelf and so big, and I really am liking the size. I like the X-Max and the size of it so much that I thought I'd be the same with the Losi. And I've really come to like the Losi, but for different use than I use my X-Max. I wanted it to be like the X-Max, but better, but it's just a completely different truck. And that's okay, because I am liking it a lot now. It's going to be the hardest one, I think. Yep, going to be the hardest one. Let's see if I can do my holder trick again. The tape. Get the tape to hold it here. It's not heavy enough. And this is higher than the other part was when I did the tape method. When I did this tape roll method. It's a little different. If I line up the top corners. Nope. Here's my hat. My head, my forehead to hold it up. Not even close. It's just so hard to get inside of these bodies and work sometimes. Turn my hat back around, use my brim. Get it up underneath. Struggling. The struggle is real, y'all. Let's go with the top corners, try and line those. I'm an idiot. Should have just put it down. What I definitely want is I don't want this bottom to be black, so I gotta cover that. Call this watch a guy struggle with stickers for too many hours. There we go. All right. I'm happy with that, and I'll add some blue tape to block off some of the areas that I don't want to get hit either. So we'll be good. And we'll probably come back and hit these pieces with, I think this back window I might try and do like a tint, window tint. There we go. Man, I'm focusing like that, I can't think. All right. Prop a box under it. The tank's on, he's painting too. He's painting his camper. If you guys haven't seen the CCxRC's camper yet, you need to go check out his Instagram and then his Facebook where he's posting these pictures of his camper that drives. It's awesome. Alright. It's just 11 o'clock. I actually need to be going here soon. I got in my windows. Come back and hit that with a card to kind of make sure that the edges are all nice and airtight before I paint. But it's a basic look. I've still got to do the rest of the front end here. So it's a tedious process painting RCs. I like my logo with this sketchy kind of RC truck and all that, because then I can just like use liquid mask and I can just kind of do a quick cheat job on my paint. You know, my tape I've collected. So yeah, one of the cool things, and one of the things I actually thought about when I was designing my logo, was the ease of being able to replicate it places. And so using that kind of spray paint look, I can just spray paint it or do whatever on the signs and get away with cheating that way. Aaron Peter says, can't wait for the Sling King kit to come out from J Concepts. Man, they it looks awesome. So you've got the body now, the rims and the tires available from J Concepts, and I think they just mounted it. It looked like on an SMT10, but I don't know. But yeah, this is a 1980 Chevy Proline. Let's see what the model number pickup. I ordered this from. Well, I actually got this on eBay, I think, from Proline, because I could use my PayPal that way. So the part number is 3248-00 if anybody's looking for it. And it's for, like, monster trucks, I guess, 10th scale. E-Max is what they say, or E-Revo. But we're putting it on a SCX10 Mud Truck. So, again, I'll just kind of show you what we're dealing with here. And it's going to slide with that window right between that. Oop. Tape is getting stuck. And then it just pulls over and mounts on here like so. So I think it's going to look pretty sick with the black, silver, and then like kind of this orangish red. And then hopefully I'll get tractor tires for it eventually. Right now, the tires I have for it are kind of tractor tire, but not really. So, Guru, that's where I usually buy my bodies at the hobby shops. We kind of got snowed in, and I started ordering some stuff online. Plus, I kind of didn't think that they would carry this particular body in the store when I was shocked. So, if I mess it up, actually, I saw Hobbytown has this body in store, and I can just go and pick up another one. So, that's why I'm also not too worried about what happens with it. But hopefully I don't have to put in the extra work. Hopefully it'll just look awesome. Most of them turn out looking better than you think. It's a little bit forgiving in some ways when you're painting these things, I think. Do you get stickers with it, Guru's asking? Yes, you do. This one comes with this sticker set for it that can go on it. Brake lights, headlights, the little turn signal lamps on the side. But yeah. All right, so I got to go, and we will catch you guys later. I've just got reminded that I'm supposed to meet somebody up for lunch, so that kind of just, yeah, a little pop-up on my screen. So I will check you all later. Thanks for tuning in. We'll keep filming this as we go along, and yeah, we'll get this thing built. So thanks for tuning in. Have fun. I'll see you guys, and we'll catch you next time.